Hello children, this is Atul and I am going to take chapter 3 Human Reproduction of class 12 Biology. The chapter is mainly categorized into parts that deal with the whole process of human reproduction. The male reproductive system, the female reproductive system, gametogenesis, menstrual cycle, fertilization and implantation, pregnancy and embryonic development, and parturition and lactation. You'll see that the colors of these letters are differentiated. Why? Because they signify the pre-fertilization steps, the fertilization step, and the post-fertilization step of the sexual reproduction process. So, if it is a plant or an animal, all living beings, if they are undergoing sexual reproduction, they are following these three basic steps, and these steps are again categorized into the different parts. So we would like to take the first part, that is the human reproduction and the pre-fertilization event. Now, the summary of this chapter is divided into 6 steps, and the words and the terminology that you are seeing will be used during the chapter. The process starts with the gametogenesis, which is formation of gametes. If it is a male, it is spermatogenesis, and if it is a female, it is oogenesis. After the formation of gametes, the gametes are going to transfer to the female genital tract, and the process is called as insemination. If the insemination occurs, fertilization will take place, and there is a fusion of male and female gamete, and this process is called as what? Fertilization, which is going to form zygote. The zygote will now move to the place of its development. The place of development will decide its divisions, and there will be formation of blastocyst. This blastocyst now move to the uterine wall and get implanted, so that further embryonic development, that is gestation, could take place. The gestation is a period of development of the embryo. At the end of development, the baby is ready to deliver, and the process is called as what? Parturition. These are the events that are going to take place in a human reproduction process. So the first gametogenesis step is the formation of male and female gametes. So we'd like to take the first part, that is human male reproductive system, which is also a system that produces the human male gamete called as sperms. The male reproductive system is mainly divided into the primary sex organ, that is testis, secondary sex organ, which has duct system and associated glands, and the external genitalia, that is penis. The secondary sex organs are duct system and associated gland. The duct system is a duct that starts with retitestis, moves to vasa efferentia, and then epididymis, and finally it moves to the vas deferens. With these ducts, there is an association of glands, The first important gland is seminal vesicle, prostate gland, and the bulbourethral gland. If you see the diagram of male reproductive system, you could easily understand how the process is and how the organs are situated, located in the system. Now you can see the testis. This is a primary sex organ. Now we have the secondary sex organ where it moves to the duct, and then the external genitalia, that is penis. The primary sex organ is a testis, and the testis is divided into large number of lobules called as seminiferous tubules. These lobules gives out the rete testis, and these rete testis they join to form what? Vasa efferentia. These vasa efferentia now get compact and form the epididymis. This whole tube then finally is moving to the vas deferens, and the vas deferens then get arranged from both the testes, and there is addition of secretions from the seminal vesicle, prostate, and bulbourethral gland. You will also see these different glands, they have different functions. They help in the movement of the sperm and the movement of semen. The seminal vesicle, the prostate, and bulbourethral secretion of these glands they constitute seminal plasma, which is rich in fructose, calcium, and certain enzymes. These secretion of bulbourethral gland also help in the lubrication of penis for insemination. The primary organ that is involved in the production of sperm is testis. So the role of testis is major in human reproduction process or in the male reproductive process. The testis, as we have seen, it is divided into different testicular lobules. They are also called as the seminiferous tubules. So these are different lobules that you can see here. These lobules, these are the lobules, and you can see this lobule having large number of cells. The testis is located outside abdominal cavity within a pouch called scrotum, and it provides a lower temperature than the body temperature, which is very necessary for the process of spermatogenesis. So each testis is a oval shape and which is 5 to 3 centimeter. It has a dense covering of tunica albuginea. This is a diagrammatic sectional view of seminiferous tubule taken from NCERT textbook. Okay, this is a structure that is slightly increased. This we can see this a transverse section of testis, a portion which is taken in the laboratory. This is the actual process of transverse section or actual slide of transverse section of a testis. Now internally each testis is divided into 250 compartments called testicular lobules, and each lobule has 1, 2, 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubules, and which are also the structural and functional unit of sperms. where the sperms are going to be produced. Each seminiferous tubule is lined by germinal epithelium. So you will find germinal epithelium is the outermost line. That is this, the first line is a germinal epithelium. This, okay. So then this germinal epithelium consists of two types of cells. One, Sertoli cells and spermatogonia. So you can see Sertoli cells. These are the red cells in between. You'll find Sertoli cells. Okay, they are different in shape, and they are different in shape because their role is different. So what is their role is their role is to provide nutrition and shape to the developing germ cell and spermatozoa. Then the other cells that are involved in the formation of sperms, the spermatogonia divides and undergoes cell division to form a spermatozoa. Okay, the interstitial spaces between, now besides this, if you see the tubule, there are some more cells in between the seminiferous tubule, these cells. So these cells, they are what? They are interstitial cells. Interstitial cells, or they are also called as what? Leydig's cells. So these interstitial cells, they are very important to make the male as a male, because it secretes the male sex hormones that are androgen, for example testosterone. So this is the final structure of the testis. Again we can see this is the lining basement membrane. Then we have a spermatogonium, which is a primary base line. Then primary spermatogonium divides and to form spermatocytes, secondary spermatocytes, spermatids and spermatozoa. So we will take the process in detail in our next part, but this is just a section of testis. This is also a diagram taken from NCERT, which clearly shows how the testis is made and what are the sections that are there in human testis. Now as we move forward, the second important part, that is the female reproductive system. The female reproductive system is again divided into the primary sex organ. Like in male it was the testis, and in the same way in the female it is the ovary. Then the sex organs or duct system, the external genitalia and the mammary gland. The duct system is again divided into the fallopian tube, uterus and vagina. Now this is a simplified structure of female reproductive system, which is also there in NCERT as figure 3.3, which shows the sectional view of the female reproductive system. Okay, so we can see basically the female reproductive system has the ovary. The ovary, there are two ovaries, and these ovaries, they are connected with the fallopian tube. Now the fallopian tube is again divided into the part that is the hairy part, this is the hairy part, which we call it as infundibulum. Then we have ampulla, and then we have the isthmus. So together these three parts, they are called as the fallopian tube. The infundibulum, the ampulla and the isthmus, and the hair-like projection, they are the fimbriae. This fallopian tube then get connected with the uterine cavity, and this uterine cavity is a thick cavity which has three important layers. The innermost layer is called as what? Endometrium, because it is inside. Endo means inside. The myometrium, myo means muscular, so it is a muscular structure. The endometrium is richly supplied with the blood vessels, and it is the site where the implantation will take place. And the outermost, that is peritoneum or perimetrium. Okay. The uterus is finally leads to the cervix and cervical canal, and finally to the external organ vagina. So if we see again the flow chart, so we can this will make you easy to understand. A female reproductive system is mainly made up of primary sex organ, that is ovary, secondary sex organ, that is fallopian tube, uterus and vagina, external genitalia, and the mammary glands. Now, as we have seen in the male reproductive system, testis was the important part of the human male reproductive system. Similarly, ovary is also an important structure that is involved in the formation of the female gamete, that is egg or ovum. Now, this ovary is made up of different follicles, and the process we will study during the detailed process of gametogenesis when we will study the gametogenesis process. Okay, thank you.